Today is Friday, July 14th, 2017, and this is Generally Trivial.
Welcome to Generally Trivial, a conversation on the lighter side of current events.
Hello and welcome back to Generally Trivial, where we're going to take a walk on the lighter side of current events. I'm Jeff, one of the hosts here, and today with me I have Roy.
How's it going?
And Rob.
Hello, everybody.
And these two fine gentlemen are here from another podcast.
Yep. We are the host of the Epic Gaming Night podcast. It's a podcast about the stories and relationships that board games create. We talk all about tabletop games and board games we're playing and excited about, and just about different topics on the board gaming genre. So we're all about tabletop gaming in general.
Yeah, and these guys have a really awesome show. If you guys are even a little bit interested into tabletop gaming, you definitely need to check them out. You know, you're going to hear some interesting bits about the way that Rob handles very hot foods.
I did it. I did handle it, so thank you for that endorsement, Jeff. Hot foods are great. It's just not great when you can't feel your face anymore. That's not fun.
Yeah, we're definitely interested in all the banter around the whole gaming experience, because I feel like gaming in general, or at least tabletop gaming, is all about that face-to-face interaction. So it's always fun to like get to know people and build those relationships. So that's what's really exciting for me.
Absolutely. And I think that podcasts are another good way to do that. I think you kind of feel like you're part of the conversation.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about like podcasting is we'll meet people that like listen to the podcast, and they are already friends with us. We just have to get to meet them. And it's really interesting how I've listened to podcasts and I feel like I know so much about the podcasters. It's great to just build relationships with people you haven't even met yet. And then when you meet in person, or you get to meet some other ways, like we're meeting you now, Jeff, and then we can just become friends. You know, it's awesome.
Well, we are pretty excited about today's episode. We are going to do another fantasy draft. I hope you guys know your picnic foods and are ready for this. But
I feel pretty confident about my picnic food ability.
Would you say you're a professional at picnics, Rob?
I'm not going to say professional. I haven't competed in the picnic game in a while, and so I'm going to say I'm on the amateur circuit, but I stay consistent on my practice of eating picnic food. So
that's awesome.
Professional picnic picker.
That's right.
Right now, we are going to go ahead into Did You Hear?
Hey!
Did you hear?
Did you hear about this one?
Did you hear?
Did you hear about this one?
Guys, I'm wondering if you have your own theories about what happened to Amelia Earhart.
Yeah. I have my own little theory on Amelia Earhart and what might have happened. Or what could have happened. I'm not saying aliens were involved or anything like that, but they have never found the plane. So you tell me if aliens weren't involved.
Well, I'm not going to be able to tell you about aliens and whether or not they were involved. But there has been new evidence shed that seems to tell us what happened to her. It sounds like instead of the Bermuda Triangle, or instead of running off and creating a new life, that she was actually, unfortunately, captured. There's a new photo that someone was looking through a bunch of old photos and found what they believe is evidence that she was captured by the Japanese. And it shows the photo of a woman with very short hair, which was obviously not super common at the time, and a very slight build, very similar to hers, with the back to the camera. And the face of her navigator, Fred Noonan, in there. And
Good old Fred.
Yeah. And it's just kind of chilling to look at this, after all these years, to see that and wonder, what took us so long to find this out? Because this photo was in evidence for a long time.
I would say what took so long is probably technology.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine like they probably saw that picture in the past and maybe speculated.
Mhm.
But did they do some type of like facial recognition software or body recognition software to make it even more substantial on the fact that it could be them?
Yeah, they did that on Fred's face, and they said it's something like a 95% match. So they were very confident that that's what happened. And it's,
So,
you know, one of our great mysteries. You know, everyone's always like, what happened to Amelia Earhart? You know, it was part of a culture. And now it's, you know, we find out, and it's almost worse than a crash, it feels like, to see this. And in the photo, it actually looks like that there's part of the plane behind a ship there. So
Exactly.
I don't know if it was actually that they got shot down or they just kind of wrecked and then got captured afterwards. But it really brings to light, you know, what happened and is kind of a really sad end to that mystery.
Yes and no. It doesn't have to be sad, because what if Amelia became a Maki and she was trained in the ninja assassin stuff and she went that? I mean, we don't know. What if Rex was the co-pilot or the navigator?
Fred.
Fred?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, change his name to Rex, and he's also now a ninja assassin, and they were trained in the arts of sabotage. So, is there any more proof that that they didn't live long after that, or that, you know, they could have lived long lives or something like that? Because when did she go around the world? It was like 20s or 30s? It was pre-World War II.
Yeah.
But was it post-World War I? Because World War I happened in the teens. I think it ended in 1919. So, I mean, either way, it could have been, you know, something amazing could have happened out of there. And now if Fred changes his name to Rex, does he ride in the back of a dinosaur on Atlantis?
Can anyone tell that Rob is a part-time working to be an author?
Yeah, I
Yes.
kind of like this story that you're developing here. I could see this almost like an Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I totally see this happening. I see Amelia, who's not Amelia anymore. She's a Maki. And I see Fred, now Rex, who's riding on the back of a T-Rex. You know, maybe working for the for the Axis, unfortunately. But going hardcore in Asia. Because until we see the bones, Amelia's a Maki. Until we see the bones.
And until you see Fred's bones with the dinosaur bones,
Then you'll know what really happened.
Isn't there a TV show about that on A&E about finding a big giant's bones in like Massachusetts or something, where they spend the whole season just going another 6 inches per episode? And well, we could find this. If TV companies are going to spend that much time investing in the fact that there could have been a really tall person stateside, why are we not spending hundreds of millions of dollars to find Rex on top of a T-Rex? This needs to happen.
Oh, I'm with you. I am with you.
oh man,
I would totally be down. Do some some thermal imaging graphing or something like that.
some creative photoshopping. I mean,
But it's not even having to be photoshopped. It really happened. Let me ask you this. Can you prove to me that it didn't happen? So what happened? You can't prove to me that they didn't become these ninja warriors who rode on dinosaurs. Unless you can prove to me it absolutely did not happen. It happened.
I'm not so sure that's how I'm not so sure that's how the scientific method works, but okay.
Well, they need facts, right?
Yeah.
Prove to me the fact that it didn't happen, and then I'll believe you that something bad happened. But until then, I'm going to believe that she did something amazing and probably died from an overload of fresh bluefin tuna on sushi.
Oh man,
Nice.
what's even going on?
I don't know, man. I'm just fumes.
Just spitballing.
Just fumes.
It's awesome.
So, did you guys hear about this guy who was in China and he wanted to create like an entire iPhone just from the different scraps?
No, but I am interested.
Well, apparently in China, there's like all these different markets that sell tons of different iPhone parts. You can get like the backs and the logic boards and just all sorts of different pieces. And there was an American guy that went over there and he like works in the tech industry and stuff like that. But he, was wanting to go around to these different markets and, try to get the different pieces. There's like a whole YouTube video on the trending tab right now, about this guy who was trying to do all this stuff just because I found it really intriguing how he like, would get people to help him out with like the translations to try to figure out what was going on. And he was trying to build an iPhone with like starting with as little as possible just from the different parts he could get around from the market. And he was trying to find like, he didn't want to find like a fully assembled thing or like a repaired one or anything like that. He just wanted to like start with the back and then like get the screen and then the digitizer and all this different stuff. And he had to like hire specific people to help him fix the different parts, like just there in the market. Like there were like different shops he could go into. I think it was interesting because there was a quote in there too from, I guess Neil Gaiman or whatever, talking about how, the future is now, it's just advanced in different areas at different places. It was just kind of interesting how there were all these technological like shops all around and people tinkering with all these different smartphones and tearing them apart and repairing them. And I just found it really intriguing, the whole video of how he put this thing together. And he ended up getting all the different pieces and like trying to get the camera and like trying to make sure everything worked and like taking parts back that didn't and things like that. And he ended up with an entirely working iPhone. I thought it was really intriguing as far as a like tech thing goes.
What?
Yeah, but like, all right, you go.
What iPhone is this considered? I mean, is it a 6 or a 7?
He was specifically looking for 6S pieces. So he'd have to go, like, some places wouldn't have exactly the model of iPhone that he needed, so he'd have to go and get the different parts. But there's just like tons of different like markets just selling all these places, and they'll do like different sales to people where they'll sell like a whole bunch of like screens. They'll be like, okay, we're selling like 100 something screens to like this one guy who will come up and buy like just tons and tons and tons of them so that they can use it in their other repair shop over there and that sort of thing. So it's just interesting to see this Chinese market where I don't know if they're like getting them off the like the floor of these different factories and stuff like that, where they're like the ding and dent sort of thing. It's like, oh, well, these are the scraped up things and messed up things, and we're going to try to refurbish them and sell them. But we're going to sell them as parts, so it's not like we're selling a whole iPhone or anything and people can use them to repair their stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting because, I don't know, I think it's cool to see how people can take those things apart and put them back together.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, the money that he spent making the phone, he spent on his ticket to China.
Well, yeah, I mean, it wasn't a project.
The money that he saved.
It wasn't a project to save money. It was a project to see if he could do it from just the pieces. And I'm sure he spent a ton of money, way more money than he would have if he just bought the phone straight out. This isn't like a money-saving tactic or anything like that. It was just interesting that, like, you could buy all the different pieces. Like, even in the end, he went and found a place that was selling like iPhone boxes and got the boxes and the headphones and like the plug and everything and put it all back in the box like it was like brand new or whatever. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
I know the way to test that out. He needs to take it to an Apple store and see if they catch it, like if they think it's real or not.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be a good idea.
I mean, technically, it's real. It's all the same parts that they make in the factory, so it's the same thing. It's just he put it together himself by going from shop to shop. So I just thought that was pretty cool, and he had to get people to help translate, and he had to like talk like with his limited Chinese that he knew. He would like try to negotiate like, hey, I need this part, or like there was a part where he was with the volume clickers. They just didn't feel right, and he's like, I don't understand why this isn't working. I'm just going to go down there and ask some people like if they can tell me what part I'm missing here. And there was just like a tiny little thing that goes inside the button that gives it like that audible click on the side of the phone that he was missing. So they ended up like helping him out with that. And it was like a super simple thing that when he went down there and actually asked somebody in Chinese, they just straight up knew exactly what it was. Like, oh yeah, it's this. Here you go. And so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That would be a good YouTube follow-up video, though, him going to the Apple store and seeing their reactions, seeing if they pass by. That would be the video I'd want to watch.
Yeah. Be like, okay, the thing. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't, unless I'm pretty sure they have like all the serial numbers for all those things. So it might be interesting to see how that would work out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I've got two, but I'll only do one, but I've got another one if you guys have heard about this one. Have you guys heard about the teen camp counselor in Colorado being somebody's breakfast?
Whoa. Being someone's breakfast?
Being something's breakfast.
Ooh.
Oh,
You have me intrigued.
El Chupacabra.
So listen, a teen staffer at camp in Colorado said he was woken up on Sunday morning by the jaws of a bear.
Whoa.
The staffer, identified only as Dylan, told ABC News in Denver that he woke up hearing crunching sounds and that the bear tried to pull him out of a sleeping bag. And the crunching noise was the bear's teeth scraping against his skull as it dug in. And then it started to drag him out. And
By his head?
yes.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
And the bear eventually left on his own. I guess he didn't like the guy's conditioner that he used or something like that. But eventually the bear just left. And there's like pictures of this kid online, and you can see scars on his head and stuff like that. But yeah, teen camper woken up to a biting sound that happened to be happening to his head.
So was he inside of a tent, or?
Yeah, he was in the tent. He was in the tent. I don't think it matters if you're zipped up, if a bear's coming.
Well, I just want to know if the bear like politely zipped the thing, if he like slightly woke up, because if you're
Bear does like a little knock. Hey,
he's
anybody
like,
in here?
hey, anybody in there? You guys have any skulls I can nom on?
Hey, real quick, kind of hungry in here. Let me just check out what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. I don't know all the exact details of the condition of the tent pre-bear and now post-bear. But there are plenty of pictures of the young guy online. And what really bothers me about this picture is they show a picture of a bear, and not all bears have tried to eat people's heads. And so I think this is discrimination against bears, that they're just kind of blasting bears as dangerous. And not all bears are dangerous. Not saying that you should let your children ride a bear, but,
Are you trying to say you would ride a bear?
I'm not saying that I would ride a bear, but I think Rex, after his T-Rex died from the ninja fighting with Amika, they would ride bears.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I can't think of something
they're
more
now in
victorious
Asia.
to ride.
Yeah.
This past week, we celebrated the 4th of July. So now, with summer in full swing, picnic season is here. And in today's fantasy draft, we're going to take a moment to draft our fantasy picnic meal. And you listeners need to tell us who has the best meal at the end of this draft. And we're going to start off with Roy getting the first pick, Rob second, and I.
What?
It's randomized. It's randomized. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Rob doesn't trust your randomization.
But it's a snake draft, so having the third pick, I'll actually have the fourth pick, and then it'll go back to Rob next.
Yeah, so I get the first pick, but I also get the sixth or something?
Yeah, middle's probably the best spot, Rob.
No, in
So
the
you get
snake draft,
second
first
and
or last
fourth?
pick, because then you get two
Fifth.
picks back to back. I see how this is. I see. This is how you treat co-hosts. So
You're the middle child, Rob. You're the middle child.
this is terrible.
Well, hey, I'm feeling great about
I'm totally
this.
going to be back on this show. I love it. This is great.
So what are the rules for picnic foods?
Basically, if you think it's a picnic food, you can pick it. I'm not going to disqualify
allowed
pick.
to grill picnic foods? Because when I go on a picnic, I always grill out with friends while we're on a picnic. We'll go to a park, or we'll go to one of the shelters or whatever, and then grill out. We'll also have other picnic stuff, but I think hamburgers is a really good picnic food. That's my number one. I think hamburgers are the best.
So the number one overall pick for picnics is actually going to be hamburgers. Roy took hamburgers.
If you're going on a picnic and you don't have watermelon, go home. It's not a picnic. Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Definitely picnic food.
All right, so I'm going to have the third and fourth picks here. And with my first pick, third pick overall, I'm going to take, because, I want to be able to be romantic and also have some healthy dessert and go with strawberries.
Ooh. That's not a picnic. That's getting somebody pregnant. Okay. And the fourth pick?
With the fourth pick, I am going to go with turkey. Just
turkey?
Sliced turkey.
Like Thanksgiving turkey?
No, like deli turkey. Sliced turkey.
Just plain turkey, not turkey sandwiches. Turkey.
Yeah. For a sandwich. Turkey sandwich.
That goes great with strawberries right there.
Oh, yeah. Nothing gets me more excited about picnics than strawberries and turkey. Man. My second pick, and I would imagine is now the fifth pick of the draft, has easily got to be potato salad.
Potato salad.
Somebody's got to go, and they're either going to buy that yellow mustard potato salad or that white mayonnaise-based potato salad. But there's always potato salad at the good picnics.
Where do we find these good picnics?
North Carolina, baby.
Nice. Awesome. Well, for me, this might be more of a snack than just like the straight up food, but I think watermelons and strawberries are kind of like snacky too. But I'm going to go with the classic, all sorts of different varieties, but potato chips. You got to have potato chips at your picnic.
That was a top 5 pick. That was a good pick. Pick.
Potato chips or something.
Yeah.
All right, what's your next pick?
Yeah, you're going to have the next pick as well.
I'm actually going to go for another classic that goes great with mine and go with baked beans at the picnic. Mine's turning into a cookout more than a picnic, but yeah, baked beans are great.
That's a good one. My first meat choice was definitely going to be hamburgers. But I'm going to say for this, because we're doing a picnic, I'm also kind of like Roy, where we're grilling out and stuff like that. So I'm going to say hot dogs and brats. All different types of dogs, whether it's kielbasis or brats or Polish sausages or hot dogs and stuff like that.
So the entire family of meat tubes.
Meat tubes. Yes, the entire family of meat tubes.
Okay, so that gives me the next couple picks. And with the first one, I'm going to take fruit salad. Because
you already have...
I do already have strawberries. I do.
Nope, you said fruit salad, Jeff.
Oh, yeah. I already have... I want them both.
So he's going to have strawberries, turkey, and fruit salad.
Giving turkey, just sliced turkey.
Yeah. Because, they're fun foods to share. They're good picnic foods. They're solid. And my last one's actually kind of another entree, and I don't care. We're having 2 entrees. We're going fried chicken.
That's a good one.
Rob, this is your final pick.
Oh, man. Watermelon. Potato salad. Meat sausage tube. I don't know. Chips was a really good one. Here's the thing. Here's another one. It kind of goes with, I don't want to say that. All right. So let's just do this, because we got little kids at this picnic, right? They're going to be little kids running around and stuff like that.
It's your picnic.
Watermelon's already the dessert, though. Watermelon's already the dessert.
You better not steal mine, Rob.
What?
You better not steal mine, Rob.
Well, so far you've got baked beans, hamburgers, and chips. All right, I'm just gonna go with cookies, like Oreos, Chips Ahoy, Soft Chew, or cookies. Because it's a picnic, you don't necessarily want to do a whole type of pie because you are outside. If it's a frozen pie, you may want it to thaw. It was either that or coleslaw, but I already have the potato salad. Now, for my picnic, where I'm not limited to 4, I'm gonna have both potato salad and coleslaw. For this draft, we're getting some cookies, bro. We're gonna eat some cookies.
Yeah, I'm with you, because even if coleslaw is something you enjoy, it's hard to get excited about it. It's not like, you get cookies, you're pumped.
Bro, yeah. Yeah, you pull out some Chips Ahoy soft baked chewy chocolate chip cookies. I'll push a kid over.
Yeah.
Awesome. So for me, here we're at our picnic. We're at the park. We're like under the shelter. Like we cooked up the hot dogs. We got the baked beans and the potato chips. And you're coming for dessert. What you need is cupcakes. Cupcakes is my last pick to bring the whole meal together. Cupcakes is the bomb at a picnic. Make it happen. Don't be hating. Don't be hating on cupcakes.
Boo. A hotness outside is going to melt the icing, bro. And it's going to make it super sloppy and super messy. And then you're going to get mad because your kid's going to come rub their hands on your pants or something like that. And you're going to be like, what'd you just do that for? Well, because, Dad, you brought cupcakes.
Half of the fun is seeing the cupcakes all over the kid's face. I embrace the messiness as long as it's for a good cause.
That's a good life quote. Embrace the messiness.
For a good cause.
Awesome.
All right, listeners, we want to know what you think. Who had the best picnic draft? Obviously, I'm a little biased. I think that I won the draft.
No, Jeff. No.
Well, we appreciate having you on, Rob, but I mean, did you end up with fried chicken in the final pick?
You chose sliced turkey.
I was really worried about yours, Jeff, until you picked fried chicken. Then I'm like, it might be okay.
That's the only saving grace.
But other than that, I was like, no.
Yeah, your chicken and fruit salad are the most picnicky, but your first choice is getting someone pregnant with strawberries, and then your second choice is
me.
I feel bad about it, but we need protein, so I'm going to have some sliced turkey. Yeah, man.
That's going to be a healthy baby.
Make you a sandwich. I didn't make you a
sandwich.
I just got your slices.
Yeah. Mine's a consistent, mine's all the way. If people don't pick mine, they're not American.
To be honest, I hate potato salad. So.
Yeah, I'm also not a potato salad fan, so.
Burn! 2-1.
Still doesn't matter. You guys aren't that American, and you're probably going to have a special knock on the door soon.
Well, while we're waiting for that knock on the door, let's go ahead into Quick Hits! A new treat for those chocolate lovers out there is promising to give snackers a drug-free high by using snortable chocolate powder. What's a snack that you are addicted to?
All right, man, if I have to choose like only one snack, I'm getting those swirled cheese sticks, the ones that's got the mozzarella and the sharp cheddar swirled together, and it's got like the little milkman on the front of the package. It comes with like 20 of them in there.
Oh yeah.
This is not a temple that is built on sweets. This is a temple that's built on meat and cheese. And for a snack, definitely like grabbing those cheese sticks, bro. Not snorting them, but I am totally eating them down my mouth.
I don't know how much I'm addicted to it, but I just ate a whole pack of pepperonis that was in the refrigerator. I think I'm with you, man, on the meat and cheese, but I went on the meat side. And I will also not be snorting pepperonis, that's for sure.
A mayor in a town in Mexico just married a crocodile in order to bring good luck to the local fishermen. This is a continuing of a long tradition. What's the weirdest superstition that you practice?
It's not really a superstition, but I do a couple of weird things. One, if you want to see me go fast, you turn off the lights in the room. I will bounce out of the room super quick. Don't like to be in dark places. And if I'm the one running through the house to make sure all the doors are locked, I do have my flashlight on my phone on because I don't want the demon ghost babies in the dark to get me. So that's that. And then my OCD kicks in a little bit. And when I lock my car, I have to lock it like 4 times and pull on the handle a couple of times because I just got to know that it's locked.
Yeah, I mean, I always call out dice just because I think it's more funny when, I'm like, oh man, you better not roll a thing. And there's other people who are superstitious that yell at me and tell me to stop calling out the dice because then all the bad things are going to happen when I do that.
Champion eater Joey Chestnut has beat his old record again, downing 72 hot dogs in a 10-minute span. What food do you think that you could compete in an eating contest with?
Tacos. I love tacos. I like to think anytime we do like homemade tacos that I just compete in my own eating contest because I don't stop eating them until I feel like I want to die. So yeah, I love tacos. I probably wouldn't win, but I like tacos.
Tacos are great. I would probably, like, competition-wise, it would probably have to be hot wings or, I know this sounds like really bad, but I'm not a big Chipotle fan. It's okay. I just think it's overrated. I'm more of a Moe's fan. I just think Chipotle's food is more... Chipotle is more smoky flavor, and I like smoky flavor, but not always. I think they're both great. Anyway, anytime I eat a Moe's Homewrecker, which is their big burrito, I always ask myself, can I just eat like 5 more of these? I don't want to say I would like to try because that's like kind of disgusting if you think about it, but I would like to try. I want to try.
And also kind of expensive. They're good food, but they're not cheap.
Yeah. But I did see an episode one time of Man vs. Food on the Travel Channel. They were in San Diego, and Joey Chestnut was on, and he ate a 8-pound burrito in under 4 minutes. So wow. I don't think I'll be able to beat Joey Chestnut, but man, it'd just be fun to try. I mean, no, that's disgusting. No.
And finally, the forest man of Bangladesh has planted a tree every day for the last 48 years. What is your good deed for today?
I tell you what, my good deed for the day is having patience with clients, I guess, because had several things go on and I just wanted to lash out, but I bit my tongue. But that doesn't count. That's stupid. That's my job, so it's not like a good deed. I guess I'm a terrible person. Other than I took my daughter out on a daddy-daughter date. I really missed my daughter. When we went to Dice Tower Con, had a blast, but I really miss her. And so I wanted to have just one-on-one time with her today. And so in the midst of my crazy day, I made sure to come back home and take her out to lunch. And we got to go wherever she wanted to go. And she wanted to go get a slice of pizza today from one of her favorite pizza spots. So we went and we got a slice of New York pizza.
Well, for me, we just did the Dice Tower convention, which Rob was talking about, and there's the Jack Vassell Memorial Auction. I helped be a spotter at the Jack Vassell Memorial Auction, and if you don't know what the Jack Vassell Memorial Auction is or Jack Vassell Memorial Fund is, they help gamers in need whenever there's tragic events like life-altering things like a house is on fire or someone's child dies. And it was all started from the Dice Tower. Tom Vassell, his son had died after being born premature and living for 6 months and just barely hanging on in the hospital. He had passed away. So they made a memorial auction to help raise money for funds for different gamers in need. And even though I didn't really do that much, I just was there to help volunteer to spot for all these different people in auctions. And they were giving away stacks of board games to raise money for this event. Tons of different companies basically gave away a whole bunch of different games so that people could bid on them for these auctions. And a lot of different crazy things like painted stuff and stuff like that, which is super awesome. And even though it was only a minuscule part, it's awesome to see the other things that they're doing with that fund as well to help out gamers.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds really, really cool. All right, I want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who listened with us today. Thank you for the last several weeks, several podcasters. Today we had Epic Gaming Night. 2 weeks ago we had Ray Ortega. And 2 weeks before that we had the Triviality podcast guys from there on. We want to remind you that you can get a sticker of our logo in the mail for free. Just give us a call at 415-PODLINE and leave a message, or leave us a review on iTunes, and we're happy to mail that out. And Roy, would you want to take a second to tell us where we can find you guys at?
Yeah, you can definitely find, we stream our podcast live Tuesday nights at 9, and that's at youtube.com/Epic Gaming Night. You can also check out Epic Gaming Night on iTunes or anywhere else that podcasts can be found, whether it be Google Play or Stitcher or anything. But yeah, and you can also hit us up on any sort of social media at Epic Gaming Night. Thanks so much for having us on the show.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. And today we were Rob.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm going to miss you all terribly. But side note, if you did not pick my picnic, don't be my friend, because only my friends eat potato salad.
We were Roy.
Thanks so much for having me on. Everyone's awesome. We'll see you next time.
And I am Jeff, and we are out.
That's not a picnic. That's getting somebody pregnant.
I'm not so sure that's how the scientific method works, but okay.
Totally going to be back on this show. I love it. This is great.